One team and one team alone set the standard in the 2019-2020 Saxo Markets Premiership. Hong Kong Football Club stamped its mark on an extraordinary season, posting a 9-1 league record, including 2 intense test-like performances against Valley, and yielding a history-making treble and total sweep of the major trophies available in Hong Kong Premier Rugby.
The Texas Club.
Instrumental to this has been head coach Jack Wiggins, twice outsmarting the Valley Brain Trust in vital fixtures. His stewardship so far has been one of transformation, creating a club culture that transcends reputation and instills a complete buy-in to the importance of team.
When I arrived, there was kind of maybe a culture around the club that, you know, just being a football club was enough. So I guess for me it was about stripping it back and trying to rebuild the culture around finding a common purpose, bringing the guys together and kind of just resetting that speedometer.
Pivotal to the success last season was hooker and captain Campbell Wakely. The mobile front rower with a knack for being on the spot is clearly a quiet achiever, but with a new season on the horizon, Wakely understands that his role is to push the boys to ever greater heights.
I think for us, we've just got to set new goals, try and lift the standard for the second year, and have something a bit higher to aim for. So keeping the standards high, making sure the boys are all up for it again this year, and keeping all the motivation really high.
Fly half Glyn Hughes made an instant impact on arriving into the Saxo Premiership. His relentless accuracy meant club were a threat every time they got within his range, but Hughes is clear that any threat he and his backline pose begins up front.
There's some very talented players in the backline, but there's nothing there unless you get decent balls, so that's the boys fronting up in the forward pack as well, and then getting us on the gain line, and it's a lot easier as a back line to function when that's the case.
COVID has been an issue for all 6 teams heading into the Premiership. However, Wakely is optimistic that his team is well positioned going into league play.
Given the situation at the moment, we've done really well in our lead up in the last couple of months, trying to get the boys in shape, trying to get our bodies right. So hopefully when the season starts in another couple of weeks, we can hit the ground running.
We train hard. The boys, particularly when we go into our splits, we got a lot of talented lads that graft hard, and we've got some good coaches with Wiggo and Maka and Tommy Isaacs now that's looking after the backs. So we're well drilled as well. So as much as there's that flair and that individual talent, we're pretty well drilled.
Coming out of an extended pre-season, there are even whispers that club could be stronger than last season. With the surprise availability of certain players and the time to amalgamate them into the club way, Hong Kong Football Club may actually be a better team than the one that swept through the league last year.
I think our main strengths are our depth. We're pretty fortunate at the club to have a lot of sevens players come back this year, so being able to utilise them and having a strong bench to come on and finish games, I think is a massive strength for us.
We'll continue to play the football club way. We're never going to be a team that's, you know, reserved. We'll leave everything out there, but at the same time, we will always understand possession and territory and how those two things interlink. So yeah, I think we've evolved as a team. So let's expect some fireworks.
Despite turning in a season for the ages, club appears to be as motivated as ever, which may portend difficulty for the 5 teams chasing.
You know, it's been hard to train as a team for the last however many months, so we just want to get out there in the next week or so and just put our best foot forward and try and put our best footy on the field, because we don't have those pre-season games like we usually do to prepare.
If we continuously want to improve, and when we kind of adopt that hunter mindset rather than the hunted, I think that keeps us grounded, keeps us improving every week, and allows us to focus on the process, not the outcome, which we've been driving a lot during pre-season. So yeah, success last year, but we've got to be able to do it again this year.